Hi everybody and welcome to the weekend edition of Nerd Rage. Today I'm going to discuss how to explain 3 different shows to people who've never seen them in a way to hopefully get them to see them. We're going to be talking about Star Trek, the original series, Doctor Who, and of course Stargate. The problem with all of these shows is that they're really good shows, in my humble opinion, and they all have different characteristics and you have to explain that to them in such a way that doesn't make it look like you're insane. Of course you are insane, the shows are insane, but you need to make it look good. The thing that I've noticed turns off a lot of people at sci-fi is it sounds weird and like, it sounds complicated and weird and like you're gonna have to follow everything. The problem is you're describing someone who hasn't been sucked in. You need to get them sucked in. So let's start with Doctor Who. Doctor Who is amazing, and the show is amazing, but you can't describe it like this. Okay, so he's a time traveler, and he's 900 years old, and he goes through space and time, and then he meets a girl named Rose, and they go through all these different dimensions, and then he meets the other girl named Martha, and there are so many people, and then the 11th Doctor is really cool, but the 10th Doctor is better, and the 9th Doctor, he regenerates. You don't have to explain regeneration. You don't have to explain why the 10th Doctor is better than the 11th Doctor. You don't have to do that. You just need to go simple. The show, as they're watching, will explain stuff. Don't you remember when you saw the show and you didn't know anything about it? If you did, the show explained it. So you have to let the show do the talking. Here's what you do. You say it's a cool science fiction show. It's got lovely British actors and really cool writing. And the first couple episodes, kind of weird, because they are. You just have to get going with it. It's okay, you know? It's got good writing. And they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to watch that. And you're just like, do it. Now, for Doctor Who specifically, what you do is you say, watch the first episode of the new series. In fact, don't even let them know there's an old series because they might go see it and get really confused. They can watch that later. Say, watch the first episode of the first series. And they're like, oh, it's kind of lame. I mean, it's weird and I don't get it. And so to get them sucked in, don't show them that one. The next episode you show them is The Empty Child. That, my friends, will get them in. Seriously. And the best part about showing them that episode is because then you can spend the rest of the day going, are you my mummy? And then we're just going, ah! Alright. So, in the next show I'm going to talk about Stargate. Stargate's way more down to earth. And that one you can just watch straight through. Make sure they have the second season and the first season because the first season ends with the cliffhanger and it's really, really rude to be like, oh, here's a cliffhanger, yeah. So you just say, it's really cool, it's got, you tell them that this is a realistic way the United States government would react to instantaneous access to space travel. Say that it's fun and the characters are entertaining and it's got great dialogue and just tell them to watch, the series. That one you don't have to tell them to skip a few episodes. Doctor Who, because it's so weird, you kind of have to get them to skip a few episodes. But Stargate, you just go plow them through. Original Star Trek! Okay. Pick an episode. Any episode. This show is one of those shows you do not want to watch in order. For a couple reasons. One, it doesn't have any form of continuity. Both Doctor Who and Stargate has a lot of continuity, Doctor Who has less continuity, but you need continuity. Original Star Trek, nada. Zilch. Nah. They rarely reference previous episodes, and if they do, it's perfectly explained in context. You just need to show them everything. Show them the trouble with triples, show them a piece of the action, just show them the episodes. They will love them. I will make them love them. You've got them willing to watch a couple episodes. The next step is to watch the episodes. Don't talk. Your first instinct when you're sitting there is gonna go, oh, and this part, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, Bad Wolf. Look for it when it says Bad Wolf. Look. Don't do that. You're gonna ruin the experience. The thing about these people is they are already skeptical. You need to let them watch it in their own time and space. They don't know what they're watching. You don't have to explain it to them. If they ask questions, answer nicely. But you gotta let them do it at their own pace. You cannot force this. This is unforceable. I mean, you'll turn them off. If you end up spoiling the whole season, they're not gonna wanna watch it anymore. You have to let them. What the show's inner workings convert them into loving it. So you need to be quiet and let them watch it. If you feel like you can't do this, which is understandable, have them watch it on their own and then come to you with questions. Now, final step, this is how to get them sucked in. all three of these shows, well, Star Trek less so. Star Trek they should just watch because it's amazing. But for Doctor Who and for Stargate, there are some questions, some storylines that get answered. Like things about the Doctor. Where's he from? What's the Time War? Why did that happen? What? I don't understand. With Stargate, does he ever find Sharay again? Does this stuff ever happen? I don't understand what's going on. You have to wait. So you have to wait for them, and you have to wait for them to come in, and they'll come in, and you'll be like, "Hi, do you like the show?" And you're like, "Yes." Explain this to me. What happened in the Time War? Then you're like, you're gonna have to watch more episodes to find out. See, that's how you get them. The best thing about these shows is that they've got subplots and they've got intrigue and they've got things, and you will be tempted. You will be tempted to tell them. You do not tell them. You don't tell them. You let them find out on their own, and then they will find out on their own. It's brilliant! Because they'll be sucked in and they'll want to know the answer, so they'll keep watching even if they don't want to watch the show anymore, because they want to know what Bad Wolf means. Right? Right. Now, the last thing you need to remember about this, and this is very important, while we want them to get sucked in, and while we want to convert them to our cause, and while we want them to come to our side, the fact is, they might not. And this will ignite my nerd rage that they do not love this stuff as much as I. But the fact is, people have their own stupid opinions, and we must respect their stupid, misguided opinions. You need to just let them live in ignorance. Enjoy your show. I have news. For everybody who knows Vlogbrothers, they have a website. It's called The Ning. The Ning is a lot of websites. Anyway, on The Ning, there are these people, and I'm a member, and we're called Nerd Fighters. Anyway, we're called Nerd Fighters, and 5 of us have agreed to do a collaborative channel. And the first episode is going to be this Monday, and I will have a link for it in the comments. And not in the comments, in the thing above the comments, the description. I'm not going to call it doodly-doo because that's what they do on Vlogbrothers, and I don't want to steal his stuff. Anyway, my first video is going to be on Friday. And we're just going to be talking about stuff and introductions, and it's going to be very fun. There's going to be games and rules, and I might get punished and stuff like that, and it'll explain everything, and I really hope you guys watch it, and you should, because it's going to be so awesome. It's going to be called a Collab for Awesome, and it's going to be great. Another piece of news, I'm going to be participating in NaNoWriMo this year, and I'm going to write a 50,000 word novel, and it's going to be horrible. The 50,000 word thing is going to be my first draft, and I'm going to like redraft that because I know it's going to be bad if I have to do 50,000 words in a month. I mean, seriously, that's like 2,000 words a day, so I don't even know how I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to do like 4,000 words or something on my days off. But anyway, I'm doing NaNoWriMo. I'm going to be in the collab channel. I will put links in the thingy, and remember, if you can't get people to watch your show, then maybe you should get new friends. Right, don't listen to my last piece of advice. Right, this is the obsolete girl. This is the end of Nerd Rage. If you're wondering about the side ponytail, that's just because I'm awesome. Right, so live long and prosper.